Welcome to Stock Chartistry's pre-market pulse of the stock market. We're going to take a look at the futures and the indexes. To begin with, we'll go top down and drive into this. Silver's leading the way as usual. Palladium, platinum, and gold are also doing very well. In the next tier, you have copper. It looks like it's risk on. We have the NQ is up, ARKK and Bitcoin are all also leading the way, and the Russell is outperforming the SPY. In the bottom of the pack, we have natural gas giving back quite a lot of gains, and natural gas can be very volatile. And then sitting kind of flat right now is the Dow Jones, which has actually been doing very well lately. Take a look here at the ETF markets. It's really speaking to the same tune. The QQQs are leading the way, ARKK, IWM, and Bitcoin all outperforming the SPY. The TLT is down, and so that looks good for a risk-on kind of market. We take a look at the sectors, and we see the semis have actually gained a lot of strength. Trump put out another tariff thing against South Korea last night, and for some reason that actually drove the market up in several of the semis. We also have technology leading the way, QQQ, IWM, all outperforming the SPY. We take a look at the bottom of the barrel. The bottom of the barrel is healthcare, TLT, and consumer goods, and then you have XLU. So once again, this is really screaming risk on. We take a look at the extended sectors, and you see that the semis are leading the way, China, and then you have gold. And gold's gold's slightly up, but it's not up as much as it is in the futures. You'll notice there's a divergence there. We also have XLK, and then once again, copper is about the same as the futures market. The solar panel thing is doing well. We also have Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners doing well. Notice here that silver is only 0.3% up, whereas it was the leader in the futures market. I'm going to be watching this divergence to see if the future market actually pulls silver up during the regular trading hours. It'll be interesting to see. Silver, TLT, XLP, XLF, XLU, all down on the bottom of the barrel. XLF is not necessarily a protectionist kind of a stock, but the other ones are. And once again, this screams risk on. Let's take a look here at the Mag 7. Mag 7, Google and Amazon continue to lead the way. The rest of them are kind of flat. Meta's giving back some gains that it's had over the last couple of days, and Apple is somewhat flat after 2 excellent days of trading. The high volume winners today are Intel. This is surprising to me, but Intel has been, since it's been knocked down from earnings, it's actually had 2 really good days, receiving some bounces. Nvidia is flirting once again with 192.5. It needs to get over that. It's been up here about 4 or 5 times, and it's been knocked down hard. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens at the opening. AT&T delivered earnings today, and I guess they did pretty well. AI is a buyout play, it looks like, and it's up 15%. And then the chips continue to dominate. So we go over to the next thing here, the pre-market gap ups. Most of these we've already talked about. We'll sort it by the winners. But SanDisk, SNDK, oh my God, this thing has been a beast. It continues to be a beast. I believe it's reporting earnings tonight, so it's definitely one you want to be careful about. It's a great day trade maybe, but not necessarily a swing unless you want to withstand the volatility from earnings. Micron, CoreWeave, I believe that NVIDIA invested billions of dollars into CoreWeave, and since that time it's continued to dominate. Lam Research has been dominating for the entire year, for about a year or 2 now. And then you have uranium doing really well. Let's look at the gap downs. In the gap downs, don't really see anything specific. We got ALT, UMC, and SAN. I don't know what those stocks are, so if you want to play those, take a screenshot and move on. The AI plays, you can see all the AIs are pretty much in the green, except for Palantir and Qualcomm, and then Meta's somewhat red to flat, along with Apple. So it looks like the AI play is actually coming back into favor. We look at Jumbotron. This is what I call Jumbotron is the biggest stocks in the S&P. You see that technology is leading all of them. And then we look down at the bottom of the barrel, and the bottom of the barrel is Eli Lilly, Walmart, Costco. The ones that have actually been leading over the last couple of months. So it does fit that narrative that I've had about rotation possibly happening sometime too soon. This primary watch list that I have, this is a lot of the stocks that I end up trading. UCTT is a nice small stock that's actually in the semi space. It's been having some great years, and looks like this rare earth minerals has been giving back some of its gains. It had a pretty nice move over the last couple of days. So there's your primary. Let's take a look at this. Is a very large watch list. Intel's leading the way, NEO and XPEV. So that China trade, BABA, HUYA. So China looks like it's back in play again in the pre-market. And let's look at our breakout possibilities for the day. These are stocks that are at or near highs, getting ready to break out. And you can see most of those we've already talked about. Take a screenshot and then see what you might want to do with those. And then your either your bounce plays or your short options are as follows: AT&T, Coupang, AMC, and PayPal. That's it for today's stock market, Pulse of the Markets pre-market update. Thank you. Have a great day. Make lots of money.